The Becks Guinness Guru review. We decided to venture outside of Dublin. We're in the heart of Meath to review a pub that a lot of Meath heads have told us to go to. Said it's a nice creamy pint, and who better of a Meath man than the horse himself, dying heading him from last night in Coppers, Christy Moore and all. Sure, listen. I presume you do like a Guinness, Rory?
I love Guinness, and I'm jealous that you're the Guinness guru and I'm not.
Yeah. Fair enough. So this place is called the Becks. The sign says Dowling's, but apparently the barman says, no, it's the Becks. Becks or the Becks? The Becks. Been told, it's a pure creamy pint. People are probably looking at this going, how did those chaps with about 20 followers manage to get Rory stories in a video? Well, it's because Rory is from the greatest town in the world, Ashbourne. Also, me and Cozy are from Ashbourne, and Rory is a very good Ashbourne County Meath, not County Dublin. Rory's a great friend of Cozy, and fun fact, Cozy has actually appeared in a couple of Rory's videos, which such classic lines as, "I forgot my wallet, Rory. Can you pay for this?"
Rory, I'm not even messing. I'm actually leaving after leaving the wallet in the car. Just give us a little 20, I'll sort you out later on, sound. I'll sort you out later on.
Yeah, okay.
Well, sound.
How he didn't win an Oscar, I'll never know. But Rory, we better have a sample of this and we'll give her a score.
Here we go.
Cheers, sláinte and all that. Take your time. Mad for another swig. Come here, Rory. I was only.
Go ahead again.
I was reading your book, page 104. You talk about the 12 pubs.
Correct.
We only did 12 pubs on Sunday. Quick answer: dying out or going strong?
I think dying out. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, dying out. I kind of done with it as well. Is it really ever 12 pubs? I loved it on the stats, like to see who actually does 12.
It's more like 7.5 pubs.
7.5 pubs. Yeah, it's great crack for the first 5, and then it just becomes a bit messy. You know yourself.
And I think it's like you do it for a year, maybe 2, but you wouldn't be at it every year.
No, leave it to the young gassons.
The young gassons, right? Another swig of this, great stuff.
Go again.
One other question I had for you, Rory. I said this to you before. Whenever I watch your sketches, I just do be thinking, especially the ones in the Chinese and the Chipper and Centra and all, just be thinking, what happens 5 minutes before those sketches? So, can you just run us through the general, like especially back in the day when you weren't known, and you go into the Chinese and say, here, can I do a sketch for Facebook? And they're looking at you.
Yeah, literally back in the early days when Paddy was there, we used to go in and we keep one eye in Tesco one time, keep an eye on the manager, and the minute he go around the corner, right, Paddy, call quick,
so you wouldn't even ask him?
Camera would be shaking for the first 5 seconds, and then like he done now. One time, actually, genuine in Tesco, the manager copped us down and come up and he actually made me physically delete the video. Yeah, he goes, I want you to delete that, like.
And then even doing
like, this is all good. This is no, delete that now. Like, yeah, fine.
And even the one in Centra, I was watching it. It must be from 5 years ago. You're like sweeping, and you're like, "Fucking young lads," and all.
Yeah.
Did you ask permission for that?
No, that I wouldn't have asked permission. But like
the local Centra.
Like, if you get away with it, just go in and do it, because it's grand now because road stores are fairly well known. But when they hadn't a clue, it's such hassle.
It's like when it's
who will it be? Who? I'm not. Don't record me. Are you from the news? I'm like, I make these fucking sketches online. What do you mean online? I'm not into that YouTube myself. No. You'll have to come back. Yeah,
we get the exact same. It's like, you're going to have to, here's an email address for HR. Jesus Christ. Right, Rory, we'll do a quick fire round, 5 or 6 questions. Rate this, bish bosh. Another sip though, you know yourself. Yeah. Go on. It's Christmas.
Stick is good.
Stick is good, we reckon.
Yeah.
We'll give the stick out of 10 first.
An 8.5, I'd say. That's fairly sticky, isn't it?
Fairly sticky.
Yeah.
Hashtag sticky and creamy. Right, Rory, couple of questions. Here we go. Quick. Favourite comedian?
Jim Carrey.
Favourite pub?
The Becks.
On the rails. Which book was harder to write?
The first book.
First book.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Guinness. Old style glass or new style glass?
Every new
Do we need
every new glass put on a bag and fucked into the cliffs of Mocha. Good luck.
Rory has the mindset of like a 120-year-old man who just like new glass is just not even a consideration.
Surprised you even asked that.
3 more questions.
Right.
Who'd win in a fight out of the 2 Johnnies? Johnny B or Johnny Smacks?
Good question, actually. I'd say Johnny Smacks. He's a bit more bulkier. And Johnny B be hard, I'd say, but I don't know. I think Smacks, I believe, was hardy here, like so.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Who's better crack, Pat Spillane or John Milan?
Pat Spillane is actually a good crack.
Because I was watching the video.
Yeah, no, Pat Spillane is good crack. Good man to tell a story, but definitely John Milan.
I can't imagine there's anyone in the world who's better crack than John Milan.
John Milan is unbelievable crack, yeah.
Last question. 3 words to describe this pint of Guinness right here. Off the top of your head. Go.
Big sexy bastard.
Big sexy bastard.
I was describing you there, by the way.
Out of 10, Rory. Another swig if you want.
Me, 8.8.
That's high.
Is that a record, no?
No, Gravediggers is 9.3.
I love Guinness, so I'd want to be slop for me to give it that below 8. Like, I've drank Guinness in Bondi Junction and I fucking liked it, so you know what I'm saying? Like,
Fair enough, Rory. Rory's an 8.8. I'm not going to be too far behind. I'm going to give it it is very good. 8.6 from the Guru, 8.8 from Rory.
yeah.
The Becks in
Halfway between Duleek and Ashbourne.
Meath.
I was going to say you can't miss it. You'll definitely miss it. So just keep an eye out on the road. The Becks, lovely point.
Rory Story's top man. We're gone.
Good luck.